Good evening, I'm Mallory Maddox.
And I'm John Nicely. New rates, new rules beginning tomorrow here in Omaha. You'll notice when you pull up to one of those.
A parking meter, the areas which will see the biggest impact, downtown and the Old Market.
That's where Brandon Scott joins us live.
John, you're right. Folks downtown and in the Old Market will likely notice these changes the most, and it will impact all people, though, across the city. And it's all part of the city's new parking plan, a plan they unveiled a few months ago. The goal is to increase the number of available metered spaces by raising rates and pushing people to park in cheaper public garages.
Down, sweet reverend.
Whenever he has a spare minute, Senior Airman Peter Magnan breaks away from his military life at Bellevue's Offutt Air Force Base and drives to Omaha's Old Market to play his guitar and share his love of music.
I park in just the closest meter I can find. I'm carrying a bunch of music gear, so closer the better. So anywhere on the street, yeah, with the parking meter.
But if Peter wants to play more, he'll have to pay more, with meter rates going up across the city.
Here in the Old Market, the city has already changed the parking rates on these 3-hour meters to reflect these new rates. $1.25 per hour. That's 50 cents more than you used to pay.
Rates at 2-hour meters are jumping by a quarter, from $1 per hour to $1.25.
The city has also changed these 4-hour meters, raising the rates from 50 cents an hour to 75. Now, all of these changes are for all city meters, and you can see right here they are in effect from Monday through Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
The city hopes higher meter prices will mean more available spaces, with more people choosing to park in public garages where rates have been lowered. But even with cheaper garage parking, some businesses are worried about losing customers. Peter Magnan worries he'll lose his audience.
I think there will be nobody to play for if nobody else is parking there. Drag me to where I roam.
He also isn't sure if he can afford to keep parking and playing.
I'd come out here much less often if I'm having to pay more every time I come out here. So sometimes people toss me a few quarters and it's just going to be harder and harder to come out here and play.
Of course, Peter does have the option of parking in one of those public garages where the city actually has lowered rates, but you heard him say with his guitar and all his music equipment, it's just easier to park at a meter. So now he's going to have to pay a little bit more. And these aren't the only changes when it comes to parking. At 6:30, I'm going to tell you about some parts of the city which usually have free parking, which will now have meters just like these, and they will have those higher rates. John and Mallory.
Brandon Scott reporting live, and good advice for all of us. We'll be caught off guard, I think, the first Saturday we try to pay.
Just have some coins in your credit card.
All right, thanks.